Hello and welcome to Lionheart Dreamweaving. My name is Matthew, and today I have for you a general energy reading for the sign of Taurus. Quick disclaimer that if you felt drawn to click on this video, there may be a message for you here regardless of what your primary zodiac signs are. So, anyway, I'm going to dive right into pulling some cards here and extracting a narrative for you here today. So, what are the messages that the Taurus viewer needs to hear today? What are the messages the viewer needs to hear today? All right. Okay. Tarantula. That hairy little creature right there. Hope you don't have a fear of spiders. Okay. I'm going to read to you from the book about this one, and then I'm going to pull tarot cards and go into some freestyle interpretations here. Okay, so first we're going to read this. At a crossroads, claiming life's purpose. The tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose, or dharma. A habit or routine from your past is sidetracking you from your dream, yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention. In order to find true happiness, you must choose dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers, patient and calm, like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. When in balance, follows intuition. When out of balance, hesitates and over-intellectualizes. To bring into balance, daily journaling. All right, so already there's a theme here, being at a crossroads in life, being at a point where you get to make a decision about your direction here. Now the funny thing is, there can be like major moments of crossroads, but there's also like every day, like lots of tiny little decisions we make, right? Like all those tiny little decisions, which also do like add up and impact the direction of your life. I mean, like maybe the small getting sidetracked in small ways. It's like, okay, maybe you wobble a little bit from your path, but like, yeah, you can recover. But I think there's like something important here though about like for you also, like not just being at like a major choice point in life, like a major crossroads, but also like how does all of those little like daily choices you make, like how do those impact the direction and momentum of your life as well? Like, are you making like healthy and positive choices for yourself here? And it's like, you have that little conscience, that little inner voice, that whisper in your ear that sort of knows like when something is the right choice for you and when it's aligning you to your best potential, your higher self here. As I say that, I was shuffling another deck and we got the Lovers card here. So that's interesting to me because that's like a double theme, or like a sort of so far an extension of this first message here, because the Lovers talks about those like major like crossroads in life, those major life choices. Well, I was talking about the small ones, but maybe it wants to redirect me towards looking at some of the bigger things here as well. Because if you think about it, like who you choose to take as a lover, that is like in a way it impacts the direction of your whole life, right? Like first of all, you're merging with a person and their energies, like impacting you. Then their decision making processes and all of that begin to affect your life as well, right? And your decision making processes get influenced by them and their energy and all of this. But then also, like when you take one lover, it shuts the door for other opportunities, right? So you make one choice, it shuts the door for other choices. And that's just part of the nature of life. Yeah. All right. So flowering. Okay, I'm gonna pull some more cards out here before I continue interpreting. Let's see. Clinging to the past, and then I'm gonna add some clarifying cards on this lower row as well from a different deck. Okay. So first, I want to clarify the tarantula card here. Let's clarify the tarantula, please. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for your patience as I get all of the cards out on the table here. Bit of a process sometimes. I find it enjoyable to shuffle live on the camera for you. It kind of adds to the thing. You get to kind of see the whole process here. And sometimes, the way the cards jump is also interesting and part of the message as well. All right, clarify the tarantula. Okay, we're going to take that one, I suppose. Four of Swords. All right, so that's taking like a mental rest. Okay, hold on. I'm going to pull the rest of these clarifiers before I start talking too much. The Lovers. Clarify the Lovers. Three of Cups. That's gratitude. Let's see. Clarify flowering. Oh yeah, okay, that's way too much. Way too much cards there. We got 4 cards. Yeah, I'm not gonna take all of that, unfortunately. Clarify flowering. Oh, alright. I guess we'll take that one. Got the Magician there. And then the clinging to the past here. Clinging to the past. So this, I guess, would be like that, what I was talking with the tarantula, the Dharma or the highest path. Like this is like you living like your best potential here. And then, okay, hold on. What is the clinging to the past? Verify that one. Okay. All right. So what do we have so far on the table? Let's get into it. So we have, all right, we have the Lovers clarified with this this 3 of Cups here. So, all right, so there's a sense of with the tarantula clarified with the 4 of Swords. So this, like I said, this is taking like some rest or taking a step back from the situation to get a bit of clarity. It can be a bit like a meditation card or like a rest and recovery card or taking a break, getting a little bit of distance from the situation or like being a bit tired and like not wanting to, yeah. Yeah, not wanting to have to like make a big choice right now, maybe. Or like, yeah, like maybe. Oh, also it could be like getting tired of the bullshit as well, like getting a bit fed up with like repeating cycles, especially if it's like through your own behavior. Anyway, so I'm getting here with the Lovers card and this 3 of Cups. So this is, yeah, the 3 of Cups being like gratitude. Now this is interesting to me because this side of the 3 of Cups would be like celebration, and this is like social. This is like with other people involved. Interesting, even though you have the Lovers card here, you got the 3 of Cups on the side of the card where it's like soul. There's one soul woman like raising up her cup. Like she's celebrating, but it's like a private, intern, or personal celebration, or like her connecting like this is like self-love or like gratitude or in that kind of way, or like in the context of like clarifying the Lovers card, this would be like making healthy choices like for the sake of you. This is like not putting anyone else's like needs above your own. This is like full on self-love. This is like full on like making the right choices for you and you alone here. Um, yeah, which is not a bad thing necessarily. Um, like, like it's something like that from a certain lens, other people might want to like perceive and look at as being selfish, but like sometimes you just gotta like love yourself first and like make the right choices for you here. Okay. And here we have the flowering card, clarified with the Magician. So this is like very much the energy of like being in your power here, um, being in your power, uh, like your full potential. Like this flowering card, like talking about the idea of like it's like the peak of the growth cycle of a plant. It's like when the flower comes, and then it's also kind of like the most beautiful, like aromatic. Like she's got this like essence about her, like she's just really vibing here. Like she's really just living her best life. Um, and then the Magician card being like the alignment of all the four elements, like skillful means, like you have the power, like your willpower is sort of like in control of like balancing all these different like elements to like make the magic happen, to be like manifesting this like beautiful energy for yourself here. So, but like kind of what it's all coming down to so far on this beginning side is like the healthy choices, okay? Because like what you have here on this side, you have the clinging to the past. Um, and yeah, it's clarified by the Empress card. So that's interesting. So this is like nurturing, or this would be nurturing. Um, Now I find okay, what is going on with this box? All right, because like okay, this is I keep saying interesting. Everything's interesting. I mean, I'm just interested in life. But okay, we have this Empress here. So this is the front side of her. This would be like the traditional side to see the Empress on. But like in like I want to say it again. But interestingly, we're seeing barely even like the top of her head. Like the Empress is like almost not even in this picture at all. Like, and we're actually seeing the back of her throne, but it's like I'm getting drawn to the fact that it's very square shaped, it's very box shaped, and because on this card here, like we have this box which is like obscuring this woman's like whole ass head here, like um, so there's a funny thing going on. So like Empress would be like your source of nurturing and nourishment, like in a way, right? Like, with this pond here at the bottom, um, and like your way of like taking care of yourself here. Um, and the clinging to the past. So this I'm getting, especially in the context of all the cards that have come so far, like this is like bad habits. Bad habits. Okay. Like this is like you gotta unlearn some of this stuff here. You gotta like let it go. Um, this is like if this is like making like good choices for yourself, living your dharma, like living your best potential life here, like living in alignment with the highest good of yourself and others. Like this is the opposite of that. Like, this is maybe like stuff you learned that helped you survive and get to the point you're at now. But it's like when you look at the things now, like is this like is this are these choices like health? Is this healthy choices for you here, or are you just like clinging to a habit or a pattern or some way of like comforting and nurturing yourself that like is actually more harmful than good for you? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna pull one or two more here on the end to kind of get some advice for you about this. What would be the advice here? Let's see. What is the advice? Oh, okay. Playfulness. And one more. Do we get one more? Let's see. Do we get one more? We do. Guidance. Okay. All right. I like it. We're gonna, on the bottom row, we're gonna first clarify the playfulness card here. Let's clarify that one, please. Let's clarify the playfulness card here. Ooh. Three of Swords. Heartbreak. That has very contrasting energy. All right. And I clarify the guidance. Clarify the guidance card here. Oh. Okay. I guess we'll take that. We got two. I guess I'll take them. Yep. I'm going to have to slide to the left. Slide to the left. All right. And we got here the Eight of Swords and the Hanged Man. Yeah. So, interesting. So this I was asking for guidance or advice for you here. I was asking, I said guidance because you got the guidance card. That was a Freudian slip there. But, yeah, so I was asking you for advice for you here. All right, so what do we get for the advice? So we got playfulness and Three of Swords. That, like I said, that's a very like contradicting energy because this is like heartbreak, right? Like this is like emotional pain. This is like, oof, this is like just straight up emotional pain. But so it's like, well, the interesting thing. So like what we got here with the tarantula and like, so it's about like choices and like life choices here. And I guess like there's a theme of like, how are you like nurturing yourself and like taking care of yourself here? And like, are you making like healthy choices? Are you making the best choices for yourself? And then so it's like, I guess there's like maybe something about like, how do you deal with pain? Like, how do you cope with pain? Are you like drowning your sorrows with substances or escapism or addictive tendencies, like this type of thing? um or are you somehow um just letting it flow, like letting it ride, like maybe just not taking yourself so seriously? I mean, it's like one thing, like love, honor, and respect yourself, like for real. But like, um, mm, there's like something about like, does the weight of the pain or the experiences like you're feeling, like does it need to be that heavy, or is there like a way that you can like navigate through it, or like let it flow through you with like a bit of like a lighter touch? This is like the energy of like when you're crying, when you're like straight up full on crying, and it like shifts into laughter. Like you find a way to like transmute the pain in a way where you like find the humor in it. And like that's just like real beautiful. And like that, we're talking about like hot, like aligned choices, like healthy choices. Like that's probably one of the healthiest ways you can process like legit person, like heartbreak or like emotional pain. Like not to like, not saying like bypass that, or like diminish it, like, you know what I'm saying, like, don't what's the word here, don't invalidate yourself about it. But like, can you find the lighter side? Can you find the like joke, and can you find the cosmic joke even in your heartbreak? Like, wow, like if you can do that, you are golden. You are golden here. um Yeah. And then, all right, interesting, this last bit. So the guidance. So, all right. So there's a whole different kind of message here, which is, okay, so this is like receiving spiritual guidance, okay? Like receiving guidance from, well, whatever you believe in, angels, ancestors, Jesus, whatever it is for you, wherever you get your spiritual guidance. Your own conscience, whatever you believe in, right? But it's like the idea being there's some type of like higher power here, which is like, kind of guiding her through her life. Now there's an interesting thing here of like not being able to see it. Because she's blind. So this is the Eight of Swords, so she's blindfolded here. The woman here is blindfolded. Now, interestingly, like she actually could take the blindfold off. She doesn't sort of realize that she has. But that's actually irrelevant to this reading, so I shouldn't even mention that. But because the message that came through here is like, so there's like with the hangman, it talks about a change of perspective. So this man hangs himself like upside down so he can get a whole, different perspective on life. Basically, it's talking about like how situations change actually pretty dramatically if you just like look at them differently. Like if you like legitimately shift your perspective on the situation, that will act like it will change the whole situation and how you're approaching it, how you're interacting with it. Okay. So there's something here about like your relationship to accepting guidance from forces beyond your comprehension and understanding, which I guess is why I was saying, like, whatever you believe in, like, I don't even know, does it matter for you? Maybe, like, I mean, set the intention that it's something like positive and for your highest good, but like, otherwise, like, like, it's kind of just about like having a bit of like trust and faith in the system, like, trust and faith in the process, like, and that, like, you are being sort of like guided intuitively here. Um, yeah, like, because we were talking about back at the beginning. I want to like tie this all back up to the beginning here. We're talking about with the tarantula about your life path and like that higher calling, right? And that sort of little voice inside you that like it's kind of like whispering at you to like make choices that will align you with that. Okay, and it's like yeah, you actually can trust those kind of higher guidances in a way. um hmm. Yeah, and it's like one of those things like you don't need to know like where your journey is taking you. That's not maybe like it's certainly not necessary for you to know, and like maybe it would spoil the surprise, or like like maybe you'll enjoy the outcome of your life more if you don't actually know what's going to happen. Like, but it's like, and it's not the point. Like you can get to your destination actually without even knowing what the destination is. All you need to know is like what is the next step to take, and you just get like guided one step at a time, one step at a time, right? um and all you need to know ever is like what is the next step in front of me, what is the next step. You don't even ever need to necessarily think of it like farther beyond than that, and you can still like be in alignment with your best life and your highest calling without even having a clue what that is necessarily. um, which I think is interesting and like super cool. But it takes a bit of faith and trust in the process, faith and trust in yourself, and you've got to like love yourself and take good care of yourself and do your best to make healthy and wise decisions for yourself. And you know what? If you need to take a little bit of time out, like take a little bit of a pause before you make like choices. Don't just like reactively like do the your habits, right? But like take a little bit of space with the Four of Swords here. Take a little pause before a decision making moment. um, Tune in with yourself and that guidance, and you will make better decisions. And you'll sort of have a feeling, like you'll sort of know, is this like a healthy, good decision for you? Is this the right decision for you? Yeah. And then the other piece of advice was like, yeah, um, take your pain a little bit like more lightly, or you can like learn to laugh through the pain, or like process it like in that way, or have a bit of a playful approach to it, like as well. Don't, without like invalidating yourself, but at the same time, doesn't have to be so morose and tragic necessarily. Right. Okay. Whew, yeah. All right. That was a lot of different messages and energies that came through there. But yeah, I hope that was interesting and helpful to you in some way. If it was, please click the like button. Yes. Please comment down below if you have something to share. I always like to read your comments. If you're a new to the channel, yeah, please subscribe. Welcome. If you'd like to see more content in the future. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I love you. Thanks for being here with me. And I will see you again some other time. Bye.